Alright, welcome back to the Professional Guide to Grounded. This is going to be a pretty big one, because we're starting late game, we're going to the upper yard. So, this is really just going to be getting everything you need to survive in the late game. And we're going to end with going to Wendell's favorite chair and checking out his SCA.B. So now, the first really big thing we need is the oven. And we're going to have to do a little bit to get to that. So put it down. At least. Another useless window. Put it there. And we need charcoal. We get that from the upper yard, where there is a grill. And, of course, the charcoal also does burning damage, which is why we need the Antlion set. And, double check, but you should have enough stuff for this. You should at least have enough Antlion stuff after exploring the sandbox. Alright, as I said before, that's not okay, never mind. But, I thought that the sizzle protection was the set bonus, but I guess not. It's a faster reload speed, which I guess makes sense because you're in a cowboy suit. But, yeah. The sizzle protection makes,
safer.
It slows down the rate that sizzle bar fills up at, so you actually have time to. You can afford to stay out in the sandbox more, and especially by the grill where the hot coals are. So the last utility that we will make is the glue masher. Remember, this is what I said you needed to make repair glue. Let's put it somewhere else. Put it here. This is what you need for repair glue, and the repair glue repairs stuff like this. That's not what I wanted. Repairs stuff like this, and any upgraded armor or weapons, I believe, you need the repair glue for. So we're going to do that now. You can make repair glue out of a few different things. Obviously some are cheaper than others. Yeah. I'll go with the spider chunks, because we have plenty of those. The next thing to do is to go to the upper yard, over this area. But, as you can see, it's pretty far, so make sure that you have, I would say 50 web fiber, 50 silk rope is a safe bet. I clearly do not have that, so I'm going to go get it.
Alright, here they are.
All tucked in with the outfits and backpacks they were snatched in. As requested, they're strapped and synced with SCA.Bs for whatever they might run into down there. You do realize the director will have our heads if he finds out we're removing company property?
Can you sleep at night with what this company's doing? We need to do something.
Is Dr. Tully even alive? The field team reported him missing months ago. You are prolonging the inevitable.
Wendell, wherever he is the only hope for these kids. I'll make the delivery to his yard discreetly. No one is even going to know.
I hope you know what you're doing.
The vision is complete. I know the origin of the briefcase, how Tiny Pete came to be. Things are sort of, maybe just a little bit, making some sense. And knowledge is a beacon in the dark, brave traveler.
Ooh, there's a SCA.B in this can here. I did not know about. By the way, the hedge is a great place to get leg fiber. Alright, I believe I have everything we need. I have 70 silk rope, and a lot more on the way. Just going to the hedge is all you should need to get enough web fiber. But we do need yet another bomb, so I'm going to take that, and we are going to head... I do have... yes, okay. Because we're going to go and get the... we're going to go up to the upper yard and we're going to get the charcoal. So the upper yard ascension is over here. So over by that same area with the rock and the bombardier beetles.
Detecting a soldier ant in our area. Proceed with caution.
So here's the rock. Hold on. Alright. So we're going to head over in the direction of the can. I'm just going to ignore the ants. Being followed. So we're going to come up this way towards the wall and around. Oh, go away. Well, this thing, I'm going to be left alone. Okay, if you're gonna leave me alone, then stop following me. This thing is fun. You can draw with it. You can get on the other, your buddy can get on the other side. And go up and down. And it'll stay there forever. No matter how many days pass, it doesn't reset. But up along this wall, there should first be this little sort of pond area. There is, of course, a milk molar over here. I can get through this dang leaf. Oh my god. Then get out on this leaf here. And you're just gonna follow the wall until you get to those leaves. That leaf over there. There, I can never remember. I don't think there's a wolf spider under there. I don't know if there's anything in that little cave, but we're gonna find out. Oh, there's a wolf spider. There's nothing in there to get from killing him. But you're gonna come over here. And there is a way up and another milk molar. Come up here. Do you have the bomb? Yes, I do. Now, this could be a little tricky. At the very least, it's kind of nerve-wracking, and whether or not it'll stay. So, if you want, you can definitely make a sticky bomb if you really want to make sure that this isn't going to roll away. I'll try to put it in this corner here. Oh yeah, that works. And now,
I'm not sure if it's tacky or horrifying.
We are in the upper yard. There is going to be an entirely new roster of bugs that are going to try to kill us up here. There's a normal Roly Poly. We'll get him later. The SCA.B. They are really difficult to kill because they're very fast and they burrow underground. There is an area where you can kind of catch them. Either that or you just wait till you get the really good weapons and stuff, and so that you can one-shot them with the Black Ox crossbow. Alright. Where are you? There. Hello. So these are Ladybird Larva. They are mean. If you get hit,
It's burning!
it will give you a sizzling effect. Obviously nothing happened because we're wearing the Antlion armor. But they have the same attacks as the regular larva, except... What do you do? Fight me. Except, perfect blocking their combo starter doesn't stop their combo. They can also do that. I believe that's their only, the only difference. It doesn't always block their combo. It doesn't stop them from doing their combo. Let's see. Be ready. What the? Oh. They're weak to stabbing and fresh, and that's something to get used to, so that means when we get the mint mace, it's going to be incredibly effective on these guys.
One long schnoz, built for sniffing.
Here is the tough gunk that we need for the mint mace. You get it from killing really anything, any of the upper yard bugs, is how you get tough gunk. Over here, underneath the lid of the grill, there are 2 wolf spiders, but there is also a milk molar up there and a big clump of raw science. We're going to take care of them. There's actually only one, which means the other one's crawling out somewhere. I'll poison you right back. Oh no, I don't have time for you. Kill this guy first. They can also do that. They'll just jump out of the ground at you. Oh, they're fighting. Yeah, fight. Thank you. Yeah, they're really annoying in that they can just come at me from anywhere. They can just burst out of the ground anywhere. They mostly hang around here. They are in the regular upper yard too, like up in the grass up here, but there's a lot of them around where the grill is
The
built.
mighty adventurer looks over the molten wasteland. Boulders of fire block the way. Bravely he sets forth over ash and brimstone.
Okay, there's the other one. Well, we can avoid you, because I already got what I need from under there. Unless you come for me. Alright. So there is a strategy for this, because this just means that your thirst drains faster. There is a strategy for this because you can still get burnt easily here. Even with it's impossible, you pretty much get burned instantly without the Antlion armor. The Antlion armor gives you a chance, so what you're going to do is you're just going to run in. You're going to run in, you're going to break it, and you're going to retreat. Wait for it to calm down. I can hear him burrowing. And then once it's calmed down, you go back in and you pick him up. And we need 4. Yeah, it's nasty water because it's a hot spring, but we need 4 chunks for the oven. I believe there's a mixer over here. Yes, so there's a mixer over here. There might be a black ox beetle. So I would be careful. I'm not going to show him off yet if I run into him. I don't think he's around here. No, alright.
Burn your feet, Pete.
There's another. There's two of them over here. Ah! Yeah, I forgot to bring the clay I needed for the zip line, because we're going to make a zip line up on that ledge, way over there. But there's clay around, we can get it. So it's not too big of a deal. Just so we don't have to come, because this is the only way to get up onto this other ledge here, is climbing up through this wasteland, through the grill. There is a molar up there. What do I have? 9. Alright, there's another one there. Alright, bad idea. Let's restart. So we don't get stuck. Because there's a milk molar like way in the back of the grill between the grates. Alright. Oh yeah, and there's plenty of stuff here, but it's risky to get. And then to get far enough away, you can climb up here pretty well. So I'm not going to go over there at all. I'm going to go straight along this rock wall here. Of course, there's plenty more we're going to do around in this area, but not yet. I need to get the zip line up first to make a more convenient way to get here. So you're really going to judge it. I mean, there's the chair. You're gonna judge, because you're going to want to be just off the side of the shed. Because there's something right next to the shed that will also need to zipline to, way in the back. So it's nice if you can make it a straight shot from the house back to there, as well as to here too. Realize that I've kind of ended up making it the exact same stone a lot of the time, just by coincidence. I don't count them at all, but I just by judging where I am. To kind of line it through those flowers and around like this plant here, so I think it's this one actually. Yeah, it is. 'Cause I remember those.
Taking a look.
And your house should be high enough. Anyway, it'll be between those two flowers, but you shouldn't hit the flowers at all. And you can kind of build. No, actually, no, I don't build a tower. Again, I just go straight from the house over to there, and it should be even higher than these, so it'll be fine. Fire ant. They're, once you get the, especially the mint mace. Okay. Once you get the mint mace, the stuff here, because everything here attacks you, and it can be annoying. But once you get the, try to stay away from that ladybird. Once you get the mint mace, it's fine. But again, the fire ants, like the other ant variants, have the exact same attacks, except for that one that you just saw where he spits at me. might as well, since we've touched on the others. Where did he go? I saw the ladybird. I still hear him. Is that him? I'll find out, because they're mean. There he is. Alright. So, they are the only ones that are a bit more different than their other versions. Because, mainly for that, they do wrestling moves that have a lot of knockback, which is why I don't like to fight them on the stone wall back there, because they'll knock you off. So sometimes they'll do it once, sometimes they'll do it twice. Otherwise, they hit really hard. Otherwise, they have the same attacks as ladybugs. Yeah, so really the whole upper yard is weak to fresh. So it's not too hard to remember when you get them in Mace, when you get the elemental weapons. Can you stop climbing the tree? It's very convenient to stop the fight. Now, let's see. This one's a bit difficult because you're kind of looking straight at the house. I would say this is the back one, if it says it's blocked. It's hard to tell. Okay, I'll go with this one. You will need 29.
This is moderately
Alright,
terrifying!
let's see if we got it. Okay, nope. Put on the wrong one. Well, here's a good way to show what happens if you need to get rid of the zipline. It's not much, you really just, you get the silk back, you get the rope back on whatever side you, oh no. You get the rope back on whatever side that you destroy it from. This one will be easy too. You have to risk dropping. Oh no! I think before it used to drop and you'd have to pick it up. It'd be like one thing of rope and it would give you all of it back, but I guess now it just puts it straight into your inventory. Alright. There we go. Alright, so one quick thing is that I would definitely save up for this, just so you can find them. It'll work the same way as finding a field station. But I would definitely save up the 5,000 for this. But now, we have the oven here. And let's make a pet house real quick, so we can finally name him, and we can put some armor on him. That'll be here. No, because I need to analyze the mushroom brick. So let's do that first. And while we're waiting for that, I will go and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the yard and we're gonna make our weapons finally. So we have plenty of salt to make the salt globs, but we need mint globs. I haven't talked about where to find mint yet, but it's really close. You might have already seen it. You might know where it is just by having played for this long. But there is like a Tic Tac box full of mints right over here. Alright, so there's a perfect little spot for it right here. Suppose unless you want to put it up in your room. That area's kind of bare too, but whatever. Now, let's make armor for our little friend. I don't have a head. Never mind. Well, this honestly, I don't know. I don't know why I'm hung up on it, because he doesn't take damage anyway. So let's make a little helmet. We'll go here. Q to deposit. So a little thing to clarify. Because he doesn't actually go inside the pet house. Like, he's not actually going to be in there when he's deposited. But basically, to deposit means he's not with you. He won't follow you around. He'll stay put wherever he is. He'll stay around the area of the house. And of course, to withdraw is to make him come out and... He's wary of me. Okay. But here, we can name him. And here, we can put some armor on him. Put a little samurai helmet on him. But it will only say whose house it is when he's deposited. Because you can really put any pet. If you have multiple pets, you can put him in there. Alright. Here's the rest of that. I'll keep that safe in here. And we are... Now, well, you can start just start making as much mushroom as you can. This is when you're going to really grind on making mushroom bricks, because you're going to need them for something towards the end of the game. Now, we're going to head up. What do we need? What do we need? We just need a total of 20 tough gunk. We have 8, so we need 12 more. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, because again, you get the tough gunk from killing any of the upper yard bugs. You get it from the larva. No, you don't. Yeah, you don't get it from the fire ants, but you get it from the larva, the Ladybird Larva, and the Ladybirds, and you can get it from Roly and black ox beetles. But I don't think the fire ants give it. Ow! Oh! Where did you come from? Oh. Alright, the time has come. Mint Mace and the Morning Star. So you have the sword has outlived its usefulness. Pinchwhacker, it's hard to tell. Pinchwhacker, no, actually it has to. Just because these are so powerful. And one thing to note is that because we're going to upgrade them now, is they get bonus effects when you get them to level 6. So one thing to note is that if you have a damaged item, upgrading it will repair it as well. But now we're going to finally dive into upgrading. This symbol has been here forever. The survival quest telling me to upgrade a weapon has been here since day 1, and we finally get to use it. So here is where the upgrade stones will finally come into play. You're going to need to use them to make the actual brittle, the sturdy whetstone, and all that plating. So we have 200. We have more than we'll ever need. We'll just make a bunch. And this is where you need the globs. This is why we bought the globs from the burgle chip. Have to wait for that. So I will get to upgrading this as well while we wait. wait for these to be done, and then we will get the globs. We'll need more whetstone, because we need 10 total. Because we need, these are at level 5? Yes. You can see the amount of damage that the mace is going to do. Even halfway, because the maximum level you can get is level 9. And I think that doesn't even matter for the mint mace. Getting to like level 7, I think, maxes it out. The Salt Morningstar doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but we are going to, getting it to level 6, we'll put the Thorns effect on it, just like with the Spiky Sprig. Except it does more damage. I think it's still every 5 seconds, but it does more damage. Plus, it is a salty weapon, so it's going to help us mostly against the wasps, because the wasps are a pain to deal with. They're an absolute pain to try to deal with otherwise. But with the Morningstar, they're definitely more manageable. Alright, so now that we have our globs, let's see now, Finale Aftershocks. What this will do is that on the finale of your combo, it is going to have an area of effect of mint damage, like how the Pinchwhacker did for electric damage. And on this, as I've already stated, we get Finale Bleed. So on the 3rd hit of your combo, you're going to put the bleed effect on. And that's as far as I really go with those. Because again, the damage is up there, and this serves its purpose, being a salty weapon and having the Finale Bleed. So now we're going to go get our last one, which is the spicy weapon, the Coaltana. The reason I didn't get that along with these two is because you get it a little bit differently. You have to unlock the recipe by doing a sort of defense event, like the mixers. And that's not easy. And so I waited until we got these other 2 weapons to make it easier. So now we come back changed player, because you're unstoppable. You have no reason to fear anything now. One, 2, 3. Boom. What is that? Oh, that's the rage from the barbarian. Text. Oh. I was wondering what that was on the outside of my screen. I've never had barbarian turned on before, so I have no idea what it does. Yeah. The fire ants are no longer annoying to fight. You can kill them in 3 hits with this thing. You're completely unstoppable now. You have absolutely 0 reason to fear anything. So you're going to find the Coaltana in the charcoal bag here. There's 2 ways to get there. Well, there's really 1 way. There's a hole in the bottom, but I didn't know that the first time I did this. So I went through all the trouble of trying to parkour in this grass to get up there, because there's a hole in the top too.
Don't even need to boil it.
I realized there's one down here too. I could have just done this. We're gonna head up there real quick and get that piece of raw science. There is a milk molar in here too. I forgot about that. Well, okay. You can't do this with the black ant armor. You need the antlion armor to do this. You won't even be able to get close to the sword to even activate the fight. Alright, that's good to know. Now, I didn't bring any... You shouldn't need any healing potions. Alright. Make sure you got this, because it's a defense event. Alright. Yeah, that is definitely highest difficulty. So, let's take these. And I usually set up sort of like a sniper spot on there. That's worked before. So I'll try that this time. If that doesn't work, then I'll go on the ground and I'll make sure to fight them the best. I mean, the reason I go up there is because you can see where they're approaching from. So we gotta wait for that that mastering secret thing to wow, that was a waste. And when you pick it up, it won't be a mint arrow, it'll just be a normal feather, so... Okay, this might not be a good idea to waste all these. If you keep moving... Yeah, this is maybe not the best way. If I can at least get their attention. Alright, yeah. Yep, this ain't working. They're gonna break it. This is the hardest one to do. At least that I've done in survival. Because I've done all the mixers, I just cheated and put up the strongest walls. And gave myself all the best stuff. And now you gotta spend the time weaving in and out to get all your stuff back. Put on... Since I won't be using the sharpshooter, let's put on the fresh to get more burn and sizzle protection. Just so we can last around here a bit longer.
Don't burn your feet, Pete!
Do I have to repair this? I do. Alright. Let's try this a different way. We got our mint arrows. Let's try it from on the ground. Because, yeah, no, my aim is kind of crappy. I saw the first one was around here.
The battle begins!
Yeah, you. Alright. I wouldn't run too much just so you don't waste your stamina. Jumping luckily doesn't take your stamina. The thing... Okay, you're good, you're behind me. The thing is, if he's attacking from the other side of this thing, I can't see it. I can't see him until he starts. Alright. Your main goal is to get their attention. To at least just distract them from attacking with the sword. 2 hits is all you need. So make sure you only click 2 times so you don't waste your... Oh, I'll sacrifice. Oh god, you idiot! Stop missing!
Better than starving.
Take one of these. Okay, get away. That's for... Get away. Hey, you. Pay attention to me. Get away. Let's take this chance. Get the sizzle down. Alright, come on. can see better. Okay, yeah, get a little bit of a break. Okay, I see him down there. Okay, gotta go. Don't you dare. Ah, okay, that is much easier. That is so much easier. What does the guard dog do again? Deal increased damage during defense events. Alright, so that's an important one to make sure you have on when we're doing the mixers. Alright. So this is the last of our flavored weapons. I believe the only other main weapon that we're going to get is the better crossbow, the Black Ops crossbow. Aside from that, we've got our roster. We've got our roster of our endgame weapons. Now, this one, I wouldn't say is necessary to upgrade to level 6. Because, I mean, there is an effect. I don't quite understand how it works. And it does a decent amount of damage, but I'll do it anyway. So this one does Finale Parry. And the way it describes it is a bit strange. Here, tell me when I... Final hit in your 3-hit combo slightly increases your perfect block window. Perfect blocking while this buff is active significantly increases damage on your next attack. So I think is that every time you do your 3-hit combo, you have a little bit more time to perfect block, and when you do perfect block, it does damage the next time you attack. But it's a little more complicated of a thing than just, you know, bleed damage. So, you know, final hit applies bleed. But, I suppose, you know, it'll still help even if I don't really notice it. But now this is kind of where your hotbar will get a little crowded. No, technically we do have one more weapon. And so I would honestly move that stuff over to like 6. Because you honestly don't drink when you're in combat. You honestly don't even drink during the day, so you're good to free up 6 as well. But yeah, by late game here, you stuff your hotbar full of weapons. Now the sour is the only one that I don't really get a weapon for because there's 2 of them. One of them is an axe, and I can't quite remember where that is, but I think it's a little inconvenient because I think the way that you get it or something is a little late for when you need it. There's really only one boss that takes sour damage. I'll have to double check that, but I think it's not really worth trying to get. And then the other one is a staff that does really bad damage. Like it doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's kind of hard to aim because it's a ranged weapon. It shoots out a very slow-moving kind of orb of like sour electricity. So sour stuff isn't worth getting. And honestly, there isn't anything that's even weak to it that's not weak to something else that you have here. So now we are going to get our tier 3 axe. That is the Termite Axe. Which means we need to go over to the wood pile over here and kill a few termites. So the way that I really do it, just to stay safe, is to just go along the rock wall here, and then just go straight back. Alright, so you're going to come up over kind of behind this bike tire here, and there should be enough termites around. You only need 2 chompers, which I think you get from the soldiers. And there should be enough just around the general area. You won't have to try to go up into the actual hill. Okay, so these guys need to salt. They'll do that. And it's basically the same as the Antlion. Will slow you down. They kind of have the same attack as the... yeah, they do. They have the same kind of attacks as the soldier ants. Except for that. So... yep, yeah, it's the exact same telegraphs. Look at that. And wow, we already got the chompers we need. Perfect. Yeah. Without the Salt Morningstar there, that fight would have been, it wouldn't have been harder. It just would have taken longer. It would have been harder if I was getting swarmed by termites. There's a worker. Let's take care of him. I think he's got some of the same thing. He's just harder to spot. Yeah, so it's the same, even the worker termites. Well, they'll do that, so be careful of that. But the worker termites will even... they have these same attack patterns as the soldier termites. Yeah, without this thing, they used to be a pain to try to fight. Just because nothing else did that much damage to them. Even the Black Ant Sword or the Pinchwhacker, it didn't really work that well. Alright, so I know I don't use it. I'll talk about the cookery real quick because I'm sure it's something that some of you will want to use. Basically what you use it for is to make these meals. And you can buy, so I only have 4, but you can buy the recipes, the cookbooks from the Burgle chips. And you use it. It's like any of the other things. You use it to make the different meals. And of course, you can also strategize with that too. To use these to give yourself effects. I've never really found the need for it, and I've been able to get along just fine without it. But it is a thing. That's really how you get most of the meals, aside from just finding them in labs and chests. Alright, now we can get the Termite Axe. This cuts down grass in 1 or 2 hits. So it's very quick for getting grass, getting weed stems. And it's also, again, of course, it's a chopping weapon, so it does the most damage on that end. It's honestly not too bad against the fire ants. This was what I used to use against the fire ants most of the time. And like it was the quickest thing that I knew of. Because again, I didn't get these more advanced weapons. But mainly what you're going to use it for, the main tier 3 chopping thing that you need is pupa leather to make tier 3 armor. Like how the berry leather was for the ladybug armor, pupa leather is going to be for the roly-poly armor, which is what we're going to be getting. You can also break splinters. You might have seen a few of those. You can break splinters with it, and you can make splinter arrows. And you can make a few variants of splinter arrows too. You really think you have a chance? I'm actually not sure if there are splinters up here. Yeah, there are. There's more on the picnic table than there are here. Most of This is mostly rusty nails. You can get rust from that. You can make a spear. I'll get to that later. I don't really use the spear anymore, but it used to be the only kind of spear that I did use because it does infected damage, which is basically just another negative status effect that does damage. And it used to be really useful against the Ladybird Larva, is what I would primarily use it for. Ooh, SCA.B. So it does pay to go over to the picnic table, at least over to the honey pot here. Yeah, sometimes they can do that. They'll just clip into the wood and then you won't get anything. One thing I will say, something I forgot to mention about both the Coaltana and the Morningstar, is what happens when you kill, like, food bugs with it. Like an aphid or a weevil. So we're gonna find one, and we're gonna check that out. Because it makes, say right now, with the Coaltana, it makes the roasting spit kind of worthless. Alright, yeah, I guess that just never grows back. Interesting. Makes the roasting spit worthless because it cooks them right away. Like, watch this. Dead? I pick it up, and it's a weevil roast. I don't even have to cook it. I can just eat it.
Just pretend it's beef jerky.
And with this, it does the same thing, but it dries them out. So you get jerky from it. Which I think is a really cool detail. Alright, so we are going to now go and kind of explore that first part of the upper yard, kind of around the shed. Because mostly around there is where you'll find the pupa leather. You'll find the pupa hide to get the leather from. So we're just going to be exploring like this left half over here. We're not going to be going over around to the right side quite yet. First, I think I remember there being a cave around that area. I'm gonna go check it out. I haven't actually explored it like I have the Fire Ant Hills, because I forgot where this was by the time I learned about all these weapons. So I didn't get a chance to go back and see what was in there. Where did Jackson get in from? Oh well. Oh, it's over here. Alright.
By the power of Helion, champion of the sun!
Jackson and I accidentally came down here. We did not have all this stuff. It was our first time in the upper yard, so we didn't even have the stuff that I thought we needed to survive. So yeah, we didn't go into any of this. We just ran back out. So I have no idea what's in here. Apparently there's a milk molar. Oh, there it is. Alright. Okay, well apparently it is a Ladybird Larva nest. Okay, alright, here we go.
Ooh, it's a Ladybird Larva.
Alright. Alright. There's another milk molar around. Alright. So we came, where'd we come from? We came from this direction. So we gotta get up there and head that way. Alright, Jackson would have hated it here. Alright. Where is our molar? There it is. I'm glad I found this place again. Alright, so this was a one-way thing. Alright, so we came from down there, so it's this way. Way out. Oh! Oh wow! I had no idea. Alright, so, I guess there is another way up. Huh. I had no idea that this was where it popped out. So I guess this is another way up to the upper part of the upper yard. From where you, start out on the grill. God, oh dear. I'm trying to think of how to do this. I'm going to start around the back part over here by underneath the shed, underneath the porch a bit, because I know there's a milk molar over here. I don't want to deal with you. Go about your business. And there is an upgrade stone in that pot too. I would still get it because we still need to upgrade a few more things. Our final set of armor we'll need to upgrade, and the crossbow that we're going to get.
I could keep that aphid as a pet.
Oh, hello. Alright, so here are the pupa. Usually you only get 1 or 2. So it's definitely best to, because you can dry them or you can craft the pupa leather. Same way that you can dry, you can craft berry leather with 3 chunks. You get 3 chunks to get 1 berry leather. You can craft it like that, or you can dry it and get 1 berry leather for 1 chunk. And so it's the same thing with the pupa leather, except to get the pupa leather you need 5 pupa hide for 1 to craft 1 piece of leather. Whereas if you just dry them, it's 1 for 1. And my sister and brother-in-law and I didn't know that at first when we went to make the roly-poly armor. And so we ended up getting way too much pupa hide. We got a lot more than we ever needed. And you can shoot them down as well. So you'll find them underneath this this kind of overhang from the porch. And you'll also find them in those canyons. But it's always good to get these first and then go into the canyons, because the canyons are a bit of a maze, and I don't think there are as many. I mean, this is definitely a great spot to get a lot. Now, before we go into the canyons, there's actually something hidden behind this bag of, I believe it's fertilizer. So we're going to once again build some stairs. You won't need a whole lot this time. Alright, so we just easily jump here. Now, for this, I would put your gas mask on. Because there is a green shield bug, basically a green stink bug that has stronger gas under here. Alright. He should be over in this corner. Here he is.
New one for the bestiary.
Weak to fresh, just like the normal stink bugs, but with more health and super strong gas. But super easy with the minions. And look at that, it tanked my gas mask. I didn't see how much durability it had when the fight started, but... Alright, and then here you can get gunpowder from the pop caps. And with that you can make bomb arrows, primarily. I think there's a few other things, but that's the main thing I know, is you can make bomb arrows. Wait for the gas, make sure the gas is gone. Alright. I always forget between the ticks and the dust mites who's weak to who, or who's weak to what. So we're gonna find out.
Those mites are no match
Fresh,
for the might
alright.
of small.
So what they do is, like the infected mites, they shoot stuff at you. This is dust, of course, and it slows you down. And it'll only do the regular mite attack when they're close to you. And they're really annoying because of the fact that they slow you down. I suppose I also have my Weevil's inventory to work with. So down here are some more mints that you can get if you need it. I get you to jump on me? There we go. So, alright, so this is a dead end. So I come up this way. There's a bit of parkour around here. I haven't really tried at all. I want to go to the trouble of it.
Science in my hands.
I know there's a milk molar on one of these ledges somewhere. Excuse me, that's why. Right. Yeah, I know there's one in that pipe as well, though it's easiest to get to that from above. So... Alright, let's go back this way. Let's come down here. Here it is. Alright, so it's not too bad, actually. Alright. Alright. We came from this direction. Right, see, now this is where it's easy to get lost. Alright, yes, we came from this direction.
My mom always says I light up a room.
So, now on the ground around here, you'll find a lot of pupa hide, like this. Those are really the only two places to find it, is underneath the overhang on the shed there, or down here. Yeah, no, there's one up there. You can kind of jump into it and from above, and kind of dandelion down into it. Is there anything in here? No. Alright, so there is... Well, isn't that lucky? Don't even have to kill it. I'll still show the place to best get them, but I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so there's a fork. I mean, there's some landmarks to try to get a sense of where you are. And here, yeah, looking at the map doesn't really help. Alright, so that leaf is your way back up. But we're not going to go there yet. There's 2 Black Ox Beetles up there.
That's a spider. That's definitely
This
a
was the
spider.
other thing I wanted to find first. Hey! You didn't die on the 3rd hit. They usually do. Okay, come on. Alright. Let's see what we can afford to lose here. Not much. Alright. Oh, we gotta make room for the Black Ox parts. So this, I think, is really the last thing, this milk mower back in the spider area here. Well, let's see. The brittle shards we don't need. Brittle marble I can afford to lose more, because I know we have more of that. So, well, you can't destroy it, so drop it and let that area lag. Okay, so the leaf is over here. This is like a roundabout way. Now, I have already peeped them, and because I've had to kill a few already just to get some of that tough gunk that we needed for the weapons, but I didn't keep any of the parts. I hear him. There he is.
Taking a look.
Salty and busting. Okay, hello. He'll do that. Okay. Gosh. These are the ones I take seriously. Him and the roly-polies I like to fight because they're a decent challenge even with these weapons. So, he likes to do that a lot. You can perfect block it. He will charge you. Come on, do something else. I know he will get close, he'll do that. And again, these guys are hard to figure out their telegraphs. There's that. I think that might be it. Okay, let's not try to perfect block. I don't want to go over there because there's another one there too. So I don't want to get knocked down. So I got 3 effects on him. Oh yeah, he's got a little one where he tries to like run you through with his horn. Get back. Run you through with his horn. But yeah, these guys are kind of hard to figure out their telegraphs. Ah, that was a terrible spot to be. This stupid grass. You do fight or something? Now we can do it. Okay. What can I get rid of? This, I'm not gonna need. Because they do drop horns as well. That's something you're gonna need for the Black Ox hammer is the horn. But yeah, they're, I like fighting them because they're a challenge. Their telegraphs aren't very telegraphed. They're hard to spot when you're in the middle of a battle. And I like that. It's a good challenge. There's usually another one that roams around here, which is why I kept the fight back there, because I didn't want to end up fighting 2 at once while trying to explain how to fight them. This is like a termite area. This was you can get a lot of termite, or a lot of splinters from the termite mound. Oh! Alright. I haven't been in here before. There's a lot of the upper yard that I haven't explored because I was too afraid to do it.
I don't think I can make a big enough tent to kill one of those.
Ah, it's behind the... Okay. Oh. Oh, wait. There it is. What's that hole? I'm so curious right now. I'll have to come back with a bomb. That's probably the way up. So yeah, they don't telegraph a lot. You gotta just get an eye for it and be quick. That's the only one that they really do. That and the boulder. Boulder throwing! God, can't really get out of the way in time. Alright, can we try to... Alright, yeah, there's that other one. Yeah, they do too fast for me to really point out. Alright, so you might have seen with that one, they kind of wiggle their abdomen a bit before they go to turn around, do their 180 attack, turn around and hit you. Or no, that wasn't the right one. Are you kidding me? Die. Thank you. Nope. I said die. Alright, so never mind. Wrong attack. They wiggle when they're going to shake their head. Come on, do it. And that's one you can either perfect block or get away from. And do the one where you turn around. Come on, bro. If I get like really up close and personal. Okay, you're gonna die before you show up. But they definitely take a bit of practice. Wow, I never really noticed that the pipe is right next to the sprinkler. That makes sense. And there's, oh, there's a spicy candy over there. There you go. I don't know about that other area then, because there is, you know,
Scientific breakthrough.
Continues a bit. I mean, those are probably how you're supposed to get there. Get here. But, yeah, this area under here. Is there anything up here, or what? There's got to be something up there, but I can't get up there. I have no idea, and I don't know how to get up there, or if you can at all. Alright, so here, you can get Splinter arrows now. The Dust-Mite Fuzz. 25 is all we can get, but it should be good. And these you can get, yeah, the tier 3 arrows you use Splinter arrows for. So the super gas, the super stink sack comes from the green shield bugs, but you attach those to the Splinter arrows just like you do these to the feather arrows. And there's a super venom one too you get from Black Widow venom, but we're not gonna get that because the Black Widow is the one thing that I don't fight. Ever since they changed it, I used to be able to fight it. Then they changed how it attacks and made it harder to the point where it's impossible. I don't know what kind of strategy you would use aside from what I do, which is to find a Black Widow cave, build a door in front of it, and then lure it to the door where it can't fit through the door, so it can't attack you, and then you just shoot it until it dies. Because its attacks, even though it follows the same attack pattern as the other spiders, it's incredibly fast. The venom is very potent, and like it's much faster than it used to be. They made its attacks faster, and they added an attack where it'll shoot webs at you and force you to get stuck, like completely stuck where you can't move, and you just gotta wait for the web to disappear. I think either that or you break it, but either way, so it'll get you stuck, and it will also spawn baby black widows, which it then kills to regain health. But they will also attack you too, and will poison you. So it's a huge mess. So I like to kind of cheat it a little bit.
I don't think I can make a big enough chunk to kill one of those. A scientific breakthrough.
Oh, really? I haven't seen this before. Oh dear. He completely lost his mind. Alright, so now we are going to go and get the Roly-Poly armor and the Ladybird shield. So what we really need for the shield is one thing in particular, and that is lint rope. Of course, to get that we need lint. That's not hard to get at all. Just a little annoying because there's a bunch of dust mites. But you get plenty of lint. It's on the doormat in front of the door on the shed. And there's tons of lint there, but tons of dust mites as well. That's a bit annoying. And of course we gotta go kill a Roly-Poly. Gotta kill a few actually. Okay, yeah, there's more upgrade stones over there. So on top of the deck here, there is black ants. They're automatically hostile. But you're too powerful for them right now, so.
Black ant soldier.
Say over on this map. Real quick, I would just real quick put your axe in the same hotbar as your other weapons, because there's a bunch of dust mites up here. And you're gonna have to swap between your weapon and your tool. Yeah, look at all the lint you get just from one clump. They're kind of annoying because they bounce around a bit.
Disturb the mites and they'll bite.
There's a lot of clumps around here, so you can get 20, 30 pieces of lint. Ooh, there are Burrs, spiky burrs, sand burrs. We all love them. These you usually get after you plug up the haze, and the sandbur plants will start to spawn that you can cut down. But I guess you can find them in here too. All right.
I got the science.
Now it is in under here. And nope, hey, don't you dare. I think that's the only one. Oh no, there's one up here too. So yeah, you can get like 30 pieces of lint on one trip to both the mat and the garden glove. Alright, so to get some roly-polies, they don't really have any specific spawn area, except for the sickly ones, which are over here, but they don't give, I don't think they give the shells. I think they just give parts, and you need the shells. So, I do know there are some around here. I didn't expect to land on one, though. Alright, let's do this. So they'll do this. It's just back away. It's another dirt attack. They like to do that. If I can get unstuck. They will also throw at you. I think my weave will save them. And they'll also heal. I actually believe that's it. Are you kidding me? I actually didn't know you guys were here. I don't have time for you. There you go, fight each other. Fight each other while I rearrange my hotbar. Oh, okay. Can I not get backed against anything? Come on, jeez. You guys, you kill the larva and then I'll continue. I can help you. Yeah, you're weak to everything. Except for sour. Okay, we got the shell. We got 7 parts. I don't know how much we need for the armor. I have a better chance of finding one. Let me actually use this. There he is. Should have done that from the start.
Roly-poly rolling in.
So one thing I've realized, apparently I missed the memo completely on this. I keep saying that if the field stations don't have any like tapes, recordings, files in them, that they're not worth getting. I completely missed the fact that they expand your survey range. Because we've been over here, but there's no survey range here, because there's a field station on this big piece of wood. That's how we are able to scan over here, is by going to that field station and unlocking it. That's the point of the field stations. Because I'm looking for black ox parts, and I know black oxes are around here, but it won't say because I haven't gotten the field station over there yet. That's what they're for. I can't believe it took me that long to really see that that was the biggest point of the field stations, was the survey scanner. Alright, and this is what I thought. I kind of forgot about this. There is a milk molar here if you go between the sandbox and the fence. I totally forgot that this was here. I thought I remembered there was something, but I thought it was along the inside somewhere. I did not think it was outside here. That's weird. Alright. I realized that I was missing some of the gum that I had. Because if you remember, we got the 6 pieces that we needed. And, then I realized that I only had 2 left, and I couldn't remember, I couldn't think about where they could have gone. You need them for the Salt Morningstar. So, in actuality, you would need 11 pieces of gum for the whole game. But on that note, I believe we can make the roly-poly armor now. Yes, we can.
No.
So this is a strange effect. It increases the bug's desire to attack you over other targets while you're in combat. So, basically, you can't get them to fight each other, because they'll always try to attack you first. Which is kind of strange, but they also apply stun damage when you block. So, there's another kind of a combat-friendly thing. This is not the last pair of armor. We have one more. And that is the pair that we will use to fight the boss fights. And that is the set of armor that we'll use for the boss fights. Can we get the... I guess we can. Alright. I was wondering if we had enough stuff. Because I know that rope is still spinning. So, there are 2 tier 3 shields. I like to do the Ladybird one, just because I think it's better. I don't remember, block corrosion, I don't remember exactly what that does. I think it, like, does something with, kind of wearing down your enemy's resistance to, like, being stunned, maybe? I'll have to look it up, but I take the Ladybird shields. It's block free attack. Blocking attacks is a chance to make your next attack cost 0 stamina. So that is very helpful. So now, the last thing that we gotta make before we go to Wendell SCA.B and finally end this video is the tier 3 hammer, the Black Ox hammer. For that, I've been trying to get the horn, but we just need the horn. And apparently they don't drop it very often. Alright, now we can finally go. We can finally go over to Wendell SCA.B because we need this to break it open. That's why I waited so long to get this. It's because we need the tier 3 hammer to break open the SCA.B. So, to get to Wendell's chair, okay, you're gonna need a couple dandelion tufts, because they're gonna have to glide a few times. But you gotta get back on top of the deck here. And then you're going to head back to that garden hose. That's going to be kind of your path.
Black Ant Soldier, prepare for battle.
Just ignore everyone that tries to hassle you. come up here, and you're just going to follow the hose all the way down. So we got to get up out of that. The side table. You can see it. No, we can't. Oh, you're coming up here to fight? Yeah, go away. It's like he keeps trying to come back every time I turn around. I'm gonna come up here. There's gonna be a... Oh yeah, don't climb on the batteries. If you touch the metal, you're gonna just instantly die, and you're not gonna be able to get your backpack back. I think that's another reason why they changed the whole backpack thing, because if you died there and you lost all your stuff, you'd be completely screwed. I don't think there'd be a way to get it back. Oh, go away. Just want to get this fuel station. Alright, is there anything in here? I've learned, or since I found raw science and SCA.Bs in these cans, I've learned to check them. So now, you're going to come up here, come onto the baseball bat. I know it's a location, come on, I'm on it. I'd say you've discovered it. This is where you're going to need your first dandelion tuft, is to get down from here. There are, of course, black ants everywhere, so you're going to come over here, get on the hammer, climb up here, jump, and glide. Now here, we at last have a sour candy. Now really the only thing I use these for is, well, right now is to eat them, just to get the sour mutation. This is another one that we're going to keep until the very end of the game. This is another of our end game ones because it reflects damage. And so again, with all of these, you just, with all the candy mutations, you just eat them until, you just eat them to max out the phases. So if you find more sour candies, you just eat them, you'll get to phase 3. You can also make, of course, sour arrows. Those ones I use for the final boss because that one is weak to sour. That's the only one that's weak to sour that I use the sour for. In here, you'll finally find the toenails that we need for the Enigmatic cell. You need 5 of them. Of course, there's only 4 here, but there is a spot where you can get one more over in every yard. And now, there's Wendell's SCA.B. Obviously, he is not here with it. But that was kind of implied.
SCA.B online. Transferring biometric data. Wendell Tully. Biometric data transfer complete. Audio file downloaded. Dr. Wendell Tully. Title. Goodbye.
Hello, my SCA.B-wearing friend. I do not know who you are or how you came by this message, but please tell them I tried. Tell Trudy, Thor, my little Sarah. Tell the world. The sun is setting on our yard, and it brings back so many memories. Sitting in this chair, my favorite chair, my thinking chair, I fear this may be the last time I lay eyes on such a beautiful sight. I'm nearly out of time. My body shrivels more with each passing day. Even my SCA.B can barely fit on my bony wrist. Spacer, my greatest achievement. A disaster. The final chapter in the book of my many failures. Perhaps in solitude, free from my family, from Burgle, from Ominent, perhaps I can finally find a cure to this damnable reasoning. So, this will be my last adventure into the miniature world. I leave the warmth of the sun and embrace the unknown. I'll either find the answer or shrivel in the darkness below. To my lab underneath the shed. This is Dr. Wendell Tully, signing off. Goodbye.
Alright, what I'm trying to do here is get that raw science, but by the time I got up here, I forgot that's what I was trying to do.
Mr. B at
Alright.
cruising altitude.
So, we're finally going to end it for today. Of course, I have just enough dandelion tufts to make it down safely. But, as you could probably guess, the next video is going to be getting ready for the shed lab. And the dreaded shed lab.